So over the weekend, I've been getting some messages from Trinidad and Tobago, and people are asking me what are my thoughts on the Canadian government putting a level 2 travel advisory on Trinidad and Tobago. And people are saying like, look, this is a result of the Prime Minister's reckless use of words last week, Thursday, when she, in a press conference, she addressed the Venezuelan government and military. And they're like, what do you think about this now? Don't you think that this is a result from what the Prime Minister did last week? So my question is this travel advisory a result of what the Prime Minister said last week, or is this just fake news? Let's talk about it. So in the last video I did, I spoke about tribal politics and when people put party above country. And this is a perfect example. What I'm talking about when I talk about tribal politics is that people will go through any length to see the government that they did not agree with, the government, the party that they did not want to win. They would go through any length to see that party fail, even if it means the country fail. And the analogy that I used the last time is that imagine being in a ship and you are praying for that ship to hit an iceberg, even though you are in that ship. And this is a perfect example of what is going on now. So this, what I would call fake news spreading around now, that the Prime Minister, because of the words of the Prime Minister last week, Thursday, about using deadly force if Venezuelan vessels were to trespass in Trinidadian water. And now people are saying that this level 2 travel advisory from Canada is a result of that. And that is just laughable. So I'm going to break it down and tell you what is really going on. So late last year, somewhere around November, December, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley at the time, called for a state of emergency, that crime was getting out of control in Trinidad and Tobago. And I remember reacting to that, along with, I heard the conversation was out there because people were concerned about the timing of the state of emergency, calling the state of emergency around that time when carnival preparation was like in full effect. People were getting ready for carnival. People in Canada, America are booking their tickets to go to Trinidad Carnival. And I remember doing a video questioning why would the Prime Minister, I understand that there's a crime problem going on in Trinidad and Tobago, but why not allow the police forces to try and fight the crime without calling a state of emergency? Because I knew as soon as that state of emergency was called, I knew that that would trigger America in particular to put a travel advisory on Trinidad and Tobago. And so said, so done. In April, I did a video of America imposing a level 3 travel advisory, and level 3 is a very high travel advisory. Level 3, I'll put the information on the screen, but they're telling people like, look, if you're thinking of going to Trinidad and Tobago, rethink going to Trinidad and Tobago. And that was my fear. But that happened in April, right after Carnival. So Carnival wasn't impacted in a negative way as much. And luckily for the government, because I thought that the American government would have put that travel advisory in place, because I've been in hospitality for a long time. And whenever there is anything like that, whenever there's any tension in any country, travel advisory right away. Because I've seen it numerous times in Jamaica where there's a curfew in Jamaica because of crime getting out of control. And as soon as the curfew is on, travel advisory. I see it in Mexico. Whenever there's something going on in Mexico with the drug cartels, travel advisory right away. So I thought that that was not a good idea at the time. And this travel advisory, the Canadian travel advisory, at the same time, Canada did not go to level 3. Canada went to level 2. So this travel advisory was already there from April. The level 2 travel advisory was already there. So what people are doing now with this advisory that came out recently. This is an update. Every few months, what they do, they look into the situation, they see if anything has changed within the country, and they update it. So if crime is down, they would bring it back to a level 1. So because they're not satisfied with what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago still, Canada is still at a level 2 where it was in April before this administration took office. And the American Travel Advisory is at a level 3 still, was updated on the 7th of this month. So to go out there and say that this travel advisory is because of what is going on between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela, that is very disingenuous. And this is what I talk about tribal politics. I believe that in the Caribbean, we should come to a point now in the Caribbean where we are allowed to have conversation, to have debate on situation without being disingenuous. Because like this whole debate about did she go too far? I can understand. Like if I'm talking to someone and they say, you know what? I believe that the Prime Minister, I believe that Kamala Prasad Processor, she should have toned down a bit. She should not have gone with deadly force. I can say, you know what? Yeah, I get your point. I understand. You know, even though I understand why she said what she said, the same way I understand when the president of Guyana, President Ali, when President Ali said something similar back a few months ago, most people in the Caribbean stood with President Ali and said that is the right thing to do, because at that time Venezuela was the one that initiated Venezuela was the bully, point blank. And this situation, according to what is out, the Venezuelan government threatening that, look, they have information that there are people in Trinidad that's trying to destabilize Venezuela. And if they have to come in and get them, they will do that. That is the information that is out there. And if based on that information, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago said, you know what? Like if we catch any of your boats or warships coming into our territory, we are going to give orders to use deadly force. Like, I can understand that, because that is what happened. Like in any international water, when you cross over into someone's airspace or water, you're taking your own risk. And we have seen that over and over again, where people, military people have been captured and imprisoned because they have crossed over into international water, into another sovereign country water. So I can understand that. I can understand her saying that. But let's just have a debate. Let's just have a conversation like, you know, mature people and stop spreading this like type of propaganda about like this travel advisor no is because of what she said, because clearly it is not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the step of how this travel advisory work, because I don't think enough people understand how travel advisory work, and that pretty much every country, Canada has every country on travel advisory from level 1 to the highest level. America does the same thing. So the travel advisory thing is not new. It's just depending on the level. So I'm going to take you through the step and we'll get a clear understanding of how this travel advisory work. So now I'm on the official website for the Canadian government, and as you can see, the travel advisory, and it is color coded. Look at the green, the yellow, orange, and red. And most countries in the world would fall under green and yellow. So green mean your low crime rate. So most likely, most of the time, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, and as you can see, Turks and Caicos is in the yellow. You can see Mexico is in the yellow. You can see Bahamas is in the yellow. So most, at least half of the countries within the Caribbean that have a high crime rate in recent times would find themselves in the yellow. The countries that are in green are extremely safe countries. And red, like you see Haiti right here, in red, war-torn countries. So for Trinidad and Tobago to be in the yellow, that is not a sign that they are about to go into any conflict. That is normal for Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago would be in the yellow for at least 10, 15 years on and off. So that is very normal for. Okay, so that was just some information of how the travel advisory really work when it comes on to Canada and the USA. And one of the things that I'm hoping is that the Caribbean, that we can really get away from this tribal politics thing. Tribal politics, like party before country, is never a good thing. I know America is not perfect, but one thing I hope that the Caribbean can adopt from what America politics is about is talk, when you talk politics, vote based on what you want. Vote on healthcare, vote on women's right, whether you want to vote on abortion or whatever issue you want to vote on. Let us get to the point where our politics, we're talking more about issues. We're talking about, okay, let's vote someone in that we're comfortable with, that this person will fight crime or this party will fight crime. Education, healthcare. Let's vote on these things and not just party lines. And when I talk about tribal politics, I'm talking about right across the board, because what I realize is whenever I do a video and I'm talking about anything that the UNC party has done well, or anything that is not bashing them, like you see people from the PNM coming in the comment section and they're like, oh, stay out of Trinidad politics. You don't know what's going on in Trinidad politics. And then if I say anything about the PNM, that's good. Then you see the UNC come in and they're saying like something similar. So that is the thing. Let us debate like respectfully. Let us debate like policies, like issues that everyone can relate to in the Caribbean, and not just party line, like the color of your party, or, we need to get out of that. Like, it's 2025 and we need to get out of that. There are too much people in the Caribbean that they're willing to go down with the party. Any nonsense that the party does, they're willing to ride with them until it burns. And that's not a good thing. So sound off in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.